Welcome to the Easy Peasy Life Podcast. I'm your host, Poppy Lee, and this is the space for midlife women who are tired of feeling overwhelmed and ready for life to feel lighter, calmer, and more joyful again. Each week, we'll talk about simple habits, mindset resets, and easy tools that help you feel more in control, one small step at a time. If you're ready for peace, clarity, and your comeback season, you're in the right place. Let's make life, well, easy peasy.
Happy Thursday, happy Throwback Thursday, but more importantly, Merry Christmas. I'm super excited to have y'all on here today. Yay. Come on, B. Merry Christmas, guys, from Poppy Lee and the kiddos, Layla and Libby. Welcome to the Easy Peasy Life Podcast. Like I said, I'm hashtag Poppy Lee, and I'm super excited to have you on here. Happy Thursday and Merry Christmas. So for those of y'all who don't know, I am a motivational podcast that comes on Tuesday and Thursday, usually 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, except on Christmas Day. So welcome. We are from a little poke town called Dripping Springs outside of West Austin. If you continue west, you're going to hit Johnson City. And if you continue west further, you're going to hit Fredericksburg, Texas, the home of over 200 wineries and breweries in the local area. And if you're a fellow wine drinker like I am, cheers to wine and cheers to good coffee. Welcome to episode number 12. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited to have y'all on here today. I love you guys. It's been such a wonderful festive week. I am actually in South Texas, where I was born and raised. My husband and I were actually born and raised down here in South Texas. If y'all don't know, I usually have to say we're 20 minutes north of Mexico, or we're about an hour from South Padre Island. So most of y'all know where South Padre Island is, if you know anything about Texas. So we've had an eventful week. On Monday, we had Christmas with my family, which was the Shira Christmas. If y'all been following me and saw any of my stories or my posts, you saw we had a wonderful time with wonderful, amazing little children and adults too. I can't forget those. And then on Tuesday night, we spent with the Cantus, which is my father-in-law's family. And then last night, we spent with his family as well at Dina Rigo Cerda's house. And that was amazing. We always have fun doing White Elephant, and we see them every year. It's unfortunate because we live so far up north that we don't get to spend a lot of time with them. But we found out that we're going to be, I don't even know what it is, like great cousins or whatever it is, because one of our cousins is pregnant. So that's exciting. And the other exciting thing is that I'm probably not supposed to tell you guys is my niece is on her way to the hospital as we speak, because she has contractions. So we might have a beautiful baby on this Christmas Day. And there's nothing like wonderful gifts like having beautiful babies on Christmas Day. So anyway, we are excited. I am excited to have you here today. And I know I'm running a little bit late, so I apologize, but it's just one of those, we had one of those nights and I'm barely up, but I'm here doing this for you guys and for me as well. So welcome. And another thing I will tell you guys, and I hope my husband's not watching, but I will tell you that one of our friends reached out to us the other day, and he was like, hey, one of my friends at work, they're going through an unfortunate time at home, and they have to let go of their little Yorkie that is 2 years old. The only thing, it's a male, and I have 2 females. I swore I would never get male animals because I was like, oh my gosh, it just makes me nervous. Although I do have Pepper, my Persian that's male. I was just like, oh my gosh. But I saw him and I was like, oh my God. Y'all, if it wasn't for my husband, I would have like 8 to 10 Yorkies, I swear, because I love them so much. But we'll see. I think he's gonna bring the little puppy over sometime next week to see if these get along with him. And we'll see. The only thing is he's not neutered, so he's got to be. So for Yorkies, and those of y'all who don't know, Yorkies, you have to wait until almost they're 1.5 to 2 years old before you neuter or spade them. That's really important because their insides have to develop. And so you have to make sure that you wait. So I understand why he hasn't been neutered, but before he can get around my two have been spayed, so there's no problem there. But that doesn't mean he's not going to be humping them. chasing them around. Anyway, so let me get back to my podcast. So the podcast today, guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful morning. Like I said, I love you and I appreciate you, especially you midlife mamas who are really, really busy right now. So if you if you're coming to me live, drop a 1 in the comments. And if you're coming to me on the replay, which means later on, drop a 2 in the comments. So today's going to be about Christmas isn't perfect, but it can still be meaningful. So amen to that. So a lot of us go through Christmas thinking, oh my gosh, like it has to be perfect. If my mother-in-law really didn't want to, she didn't want to decorate this year. And I said, you know what, Mama D, it's okay. You know why? Because we have to give ourselves some grace especially during the holiday seasons. For whatever reason, you may not really feel like doing things during the holiday season. And that's okay. Because there's going to be times when you feel like decorating your whole house. And we had a conversation with one of our relatives the other day. We were talking about this because when we went to the Cantus Christmas, she had decorations galore everywhere. Oh my gosh. It was beautiful. But she's like, there are some years when I just don't feel like decorating for Christmas, because we were like, how do you do all this? I mean, sometimes your years change, right? Especially as you get older, and sometimes you want to decorate and go all out, and sometimes you don't. And although this year I did decorate, I probably didn't decorate as much as I had wanted to, because I think 2025, at least for me, was a really, really rough year. 2026 is going to be even more amazing. I know it's going to be amazing because I'm going to have that mood and attitude, and I'm going to make sure I do my affirmations and listen to my motivational videos. So it will be amazing. And more importantly, because I'm back at my podcast doing this with you guys. So I'm so excited about 2026 and getting this podcast going and getting my ChatGPT training going and all kinds of stuff. But yeah, sometimes like my mother-in-law didn't really want to decorate. It's okay. I can remember 2 specific years in the past where I didn't even put up a Christmas tree because I was like, I didn't feel like doing anything. I was like, I don't feel like decorating. Like I just didn't feel like, and that's okay. At the time we weren't going to have Christmas up there anyway. We were going to have Christmas down here. The kids weren't going to come. And most of the time, since we do have Thanksgiving up there, if I haven't decorated by the time Thanksgiving comes around, then I'm like, nobody's going to see it anyway, right? And then I'm going to have to clean it up later, which is usually in January, right? Or some of y'all in February, or some of y'all never take anything down, because I know they're like, why do I take it down? I decorate for Christmas, and then I decorate for Valentine's, and then I change it up for Easter, and then I change, and they just keep on changing out throughout the whole year. And that's not a bad idea, but it's a lot for me. But kudos to you guys who do that. Kudos to you guys to do that. Okay, guys, so welcome to the Easy Peasy Life Podcast. Like I said, I'm your girl, #Poppy Lee, and I'm so grateful and so appreciative that you decided to stay on or get on with me today as part of your Christmas day. I really appreciate that. So before we get in today's episode, I want to start out the same way that I always do, because these words matter. So my motto of the day is, each day you have a choice whether to be happy or sad. It's up to you to find the positivity in life, and I hope that I inspire you every single day when you start off your day. If you know someone who could benefit from listening, please share this podcast so you can brighten up their day as well. So my mission statement is, I will empower women in their midlife to recognize their inner and outer beauty, fostering personal growth and self-confidence every single day of their life. So welcome. So this podcast is a place for women who want life to feel lighter, calmer, and a little bit more meaningful, especially on days like today. And if Christmas feels beautiful for you, I'm so glad for you. But if Christmas feels complicated, this episode is also for you. So let's take a breath with me. Take a breath in and out. And let's go. Quote of the day says, you don't have to love the season to honor the meaning of Christmas. Because Christmas isn't always joyful for everyone, okay? For some women, it's filled with laughter, family traditions, warmth, and comfort, and everything else. And for others, it comes with grief, empty chairs. Whew. That was a hard one. For others, it comes with grief, empty chairs, strained relationships, exhaustion, and memories that are really, really heavy. Ooh, and I can really feel that. And I'm not exaggerating. Like sometimes like it hit me last night really hard. Because I don't think I have that with me. but one of our relatives gave me like this whole frame thing, and she had a couple of pictures and she gave it to me, and one of them had a picture of my mom, and I just lost it, you know, because I think for me, things come in waves. Maybe it does for you too. Like sometimes you just have to take a breath. Sometimes you just have to take a breath and be like, you know what, I'm going to have to give myself a little time. And it's okay to excuse yourself and go to the restroom or go outside and take a walk or something, because sometimes it's just really hard. So sometimes people go through a lot of things, especially during the holidays. And yeah, I think it's just some people are really, really excited and it's warmth and it's amazing and everything. And then sometimes people are really roughing it, whether it's financially, mentally, because yeah, sometimes you do have empty chairs, and sometimes you have, yeah, it's hard. And there's always, there's something we don't say enough, but can exist at the same time. Okay. You can love parts of today and still feel sad. You can smile for your family and still ache inside, and that's okay. You can be grateful and grieving at the same time. And you can celebrate and still feel tired. So for those of y'all who be like, you know what, gosh, I just can't get it today. I can't get it, whether it's hormones, menopause, hot flashes, whatever you're doing. Sometimes it's okay to just be not okay. So sometimes you can take time for yourself, even though you may be going crazy and everything else. And I really encourage you guys to be okay and be broken if you have to. Because being broken doesn't mean you're abnormal or different. It means you're normal and you're human. You're just, that's the way that you are, especially during the holidays. And so I encourage you to really take some time, as although it's really hard sometimes and it's chaotic during Christmas and during today, take some time to yourself. You know, take some time to relax, take a walk outside, go and listen to a little bit. You can have a podcast right here on the side, or some motivational 80s music, some Erasure and stuff on one side, and still be able to focus, you know, on the other side. And I don't mean for you to be fake yourself during the day. I mean to genuinely take time away from, go to the back patio or go for a walk or go or have a glass of wine during the day. It's okay. Although I had too much yesterday. I keep on asking Rick this, so I keep on saying, and my voice is kind of raspy, but super tall wine, right? And then all of a sudden it dwindles down. Over the course, my defense, we got there at 5. At 10 o'clock we left. So you're talking about over the course of 5 hours, and I did eat a lot, so it was okay. But I love me some good wine from Graveyard Vineyards in Dripping Springs out of California. But anyway, take some time for yourself during the day, okay? Just keep in mind with that. So Christmas, midlife, and the emotional layer that you have. Midlife hits different on holidays, especially for all of us. Sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you're just, I talked to a mama last night that was like, I'm just trying to rough, I don't want to take anything. I'm trying to rough my hot flashes. And I was like, I tried it too, and it didn't work. Like sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's not. Because by now we've lived through enough life to know that Christmas isn't just about presents and decorations. It's about people and time and memories, especially now. Some of us are missing parents today. Some of us are missing versions of life that we thought we had. And some of us are caring for others while quietly holding our own emotions together. And so some of us are also exhausted from trying to make everything magical for everyone else. And I told my mother-in-law in there, I was like, give yourself some understanding, give yourself some grace, take a breath. Nothing has to be perfect, because my nephew's still in El Paso. And so we pray for him today as he's still going through his cancer and chemo. And so it's just not the same for her. And so I'm like, it's okay. You don't have to do everything you want to do. And we're all here to help. You know, it's about being supportive with family through thick and thin. And yet here we are, still showing up, still loving, still giving, and still holding things together as midlife mamas. And so that alone deserves acknowledgement and appreciation and love and thankfulness. So for those people who are creating a Christmas that is good for people today, those of y'all who are with people, just give them some grace, but most importantly, thank them. Give them a certain amount of gratitude today and say, you know, I know it's hard today, but I love you and I just appreciate what you're doing today, that you're showing up for everyone, even though I know it's hard for you today. A gentle Christmas reminder. So here's a Christmas reminder. I want to give you permission today. Permission you might not even realize that you need. You don't have to make today perfect. You don't have to overdo it or force your joy. You don't even have to meet everybody's expectations, including your own. If today is loud, let it be loud. If it's quiet, let it be quiet. And if it's emotional, let yourself be emotional. If today is peaceful, soak it in. Soak all the peace that you can, all the love and the appreciation and the strength. Christmas isn't about performing happiness. It's about being present and present in the moment. And if you're thinking about the past, you can get depressed, about last year or the way it was before and this and that. And if you're thinking about the future and how everything's going to be next year and next week, whatever, you're usually anxious. But if you focus on the present, you will live in the present and you will appreciate the present. So here's a little faith moment, something simple and a little bit comforting for you guys. So Christmas reminds us of something so important, that God didn't come into the world through perfection. He came in quietly and humbly in a moment that wasn't flashy, wasn't polished, wasn't perfect. And sometimes that's exactly how peace enters our life. Not through big changes, but through small moments of stillness. A breath, a hug, a memory that we have of someone, and a moment of gratitude that we need to share with everyone that we love. A soft realization that you've made it through more than you ever thought you could. Y'all, appreciate the experience that you've had all the way into this point. God loves you. We love you. I love you. You've made it this far and you're going to make it so much further. But I do realize, and I do teach this often, that the reason why we go through so many difficult times in our life up until this point is because we're supposed to be giving and we're supposed to be a witness to other people that go through the same trials and tribulations that we have up until this point, so we can help them through theirs. I do believe that in my heart, that sometimes we ask ourselves, and I don't do that anymore, maybe because I'm in my 50s, but you don't ask yourself, why? Why am I going through this? Why is God putting me through this? Why do I have to go through this? Why do my children have to go through this? Y'all, there's been countless numbers of times in the past where through the trials and tribulations, not only do you see a light at the end of the tunnel, but you see the why that comes with it. Because through so many things that I've been through, it has made me stronger, but it's made me stronger for other people. So think about the trials and tribulations that you've been through in the past. Can you say a yes in the comments if you could see the why at the end? Like when you're going through it, you're like, this is ridiculous and it's hurting this person, or I'm hurting this person. I'm going through this, or I'm going through this. Why? Like why? But you find out why at the end, because it makes, through trials, your family becomes stronger, a stronger unit. Through struggles, I become a better mom. I become a better aunt, because somebody will come to you, and it could be in 5 months, 5 years, 50 years for some people. And it could be that you see somebody going through something, and it's happened time and time again, especially now in my age, because I've been through so much already, that people are just, I hear them go through something and I'm like, I went through the same thing. I went through the same thing and this is what I did. And they're like, oh, okay. And then my struggle makes so much sense, but it turns out for good because of how I can help other people.
If you're ready for simple ChatGPT prompts that make life easier, grab my free guide at easypeasyprompts.com/busywoman's guide. It only takes a minute and it's made for busy women who want quick wins and less overwhelm.
And so here is an easy peasy Christmas tip that I will give you. Here's your easy peasy tip for the day. Instead of asking, how do I make today special? Try asking, how do I want to feel today? Calm, connected, comforted, rested, hopeful, maybe? Let that answer guide your choices for the day. Not pressure, not tradition, not obligation, right? Not all that, but think about how you want to focus on today. Do you want to feel grateful and have gratitude? Then you focus your whole day on having gratitude. Do you want to focus on love? Then be loving the whole day. You want to focus on just resting. I'm just going to rest today. I'm just going to take it easy. Some of y'all work and you just got off today or yesterday, half a day, and today, rest. Give yourself some rest and listen to Christmas music. Or do you want to feel hopeful and write down your goals? What do you want to do for today? And if that means doing less, that's still enough for yourself. If you're just going to rest for today, then rest for today. That's still for you. So here's the heart of today. If no one has told you this today, let me be the one. You are doing better than you think. You are stronger than you realize. You are allowed to rest, and you are allowed to enjoy yourself today. You are allowed to feel everything or nothing at all. This season of life matters. You matter. And your story is still unfolding. I did want to make today and give y'all some good advice and just tell you how much I love you. But more importantly, I wanted to come in because I told you I was going to do my podcast, and it helps me help you. So thank you for spending time and part of your Christmas day with me. Truly, truly, it means more than you know. Whether today is full of joy, quietness, emotional feelings, or somewhere in between, I hope you feel loved and you feel supported and you feel seen today. I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And thank you for sharing this space with me all year long, guys. I really appreciate you. And I will see you next year. Because I think next year, no, actually I have one more day of December, right? Next Tuesday. But from my heart to yours, I really, really love you. And I wish you peace, comfort, hope, and a very Merry Christmas. I love you guys. Enjoy your day. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Easy Peasy Life Podcast. If today's episode encouraged you, make sure to follow and subscribe so you never miss one. Don't forget to grab your free guide at easypeasyprompts.com/busywomen's-guide. It's perfect for busy women who want life to feel easier. And join me live every Tuesday and Thursday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. I'll see you on the next episode. Let's go.